All right, can anyone hear me? You can hit the like button if you can hear me. We got 4 people on, it looks like. There's the chat. All right. I'm going to try to stream this from my phone today. Live from the Moreland Iceplex in Omaha, Nebraska, playing on the NHL rink. We've got Olympic skate going on the Olympic rink. If you can hear me when you're watching, if you could text somebody who's here to let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to be talking to myself for the whole game. Apologize if the camera's not very steady. I don't have a tripod. I wasn't planning on doing this. And 400 milligrams of caffeine for the drive down here. So is the audio itself bad, or does it just sound bad being here because we're in Omaha? Thanks, Jeremy. Looks like the chat function works as well, so that'll pop up on my screen. Lakers are going to be short-handed for the tournament here. And some illnesses take over a lot of the teams. So if I counted 12 skaters, 2 goalies, I'm not sure how that's going to affect the lines and who's playing defense, but we should know soon enough. Other penalty for not counting on live streaming is that he gets to man the box for the Lakers for his first game. See her over there by the bench. Looks like the Lakers are going to go with Elena in net today. Starting lineup is going to be Kreisner, Schmeling, and Kruger. The forwards, Harper and Alyssa lined up for defense. Breaker's set to go to the bench already. 23 seconds into the game off of an icing. That's Graceland, Nyla, and Audrey out there. Sloan and Keegan at defense, it looks like. Sloan's going to control the face-off. Flip it back around her net. I think he's going to look to get it out of the zone, but it's turned back in. Going to flip-flop onto Elena and covered up. Set up another face-off. Grayson's set to take the face-off. Elena's up. And back in position. She wins it over to Harper. We're going to skate it under her own net. Try to play it off the board, but she's going to lose possession in the corner. This is working up the boards, and Nyla's the first one there, but it's turned back in by the Flyers. And Nyla's going to send it the length of the ice. It's going to come back for another icing. I think they're still working on getting the puck out of their defensive zone. All right, I'm going to take the face-off. She controls back under her own net. Going to bring it around and still has control of it. Gets the pass towards center. Harper is going to take it up the far side boards. He gets past Payne. Ends up getting a shot on goal. It's steered towards the corner. Flyers are going to turn around. That's held by Piper there, but it is turned back over. Coming back to neutral ice. Icing waved off here. Guys are going to be forced to play this one. Emma with a first one to get to the puck and sent it on net. Goaltender deflected it to the corner. Flyers control now behind their own net. Flip to break out. Make the blue line in the neutral ice. Bringing it in on the near side. Flip a shot into the glove of Elena. Keegan controls the face-off. Take a route behind her own net, bring it up the far side board. She's looking for a pass. Over the center ice. It is out of the zone, but turned over and out back. Now is going to take it up the near side boards. She has Grayson and Audrey with her. Sloan and Keegan trailing. Centering pass. It was through the offensive zone. Keegan's going to tip it back in under the red line. Apologize, it's difficult to zoom, watch the action, and try to keep the stuff in frame at the same time. So I'm doing my best. She falls back the other way. Centering pass is controlled by Sloan, turned over by the Flyers. She passes ahead to Grayson. Grayson flips it ahead to Nyla. Actually, I can't answer your text now, but I believe Feather posted the link in the group chat. Turn back around. There's a tip there. No call, the lines go up. They play on. Sloan's going to send the puck to the other end of the ice for an icing. This controls the face off. Sends it over to Harper on the far side. She tips ahead between Emma and Piper. I just want to take it through neutral ice. Throws it to blue line and send a shot, which is steered wide by the Sioux Falls goaltender. Harper at point moves up to play it. But it is controlled by Sioux Falls back through neutral ice. An odd man left for the Flyers. Trailing Emma steals the puck. Looking around in their own defensive zone, looking for an outlet pass. She finds Harper up the far side board. She goes off for a chain. Sioux Falls controls and works on their breakout. Play gets whistled for offsides. Stone controls the face-off, looking for an outlet pass. It's under the stick of Grace on the neutral ice. Nyla holds it on the boards and gets across the blue line. Sioux Falls controls. Starts back the other way, bringing it up the far side. Kira comes in to put a body on the attacker. Comes back. Keegan deflected that one to the corner before it got on net. She's going to look to break it out. And Risky bringing it in front of the net. Turned over there. Get back into the corner. There's Sloan and Nyla are on it. Sloan comes out of the scrum with it. Takes it back under her net and looking for a pass. Still looking, they're giving her time and space. She's going to use it. After he does pass it ahead to Nyla and the right wing passes ahead to Grayson, makes the blue line and gets a shot off that is blocked. And she goes for a train. Kira trying to keep it in over on the far side. Sloan comes up to help. She still can't get it out of Lakers zone. That one got caught up in Emma's equipment. Stayed on the Lakers side for an offensive zone face-off. Celtic fans on the one-time attempt from the point, and Sioux Falls brings it back the other way. And this the controls under the net. Work on the breakout up the far side. Emma picks it up at the blue line, skates through neutral ice, gets to the red line and dumps it behind the net. She needs to play behind the net. They bring it out in front. Goalie is there, had it closed off, but she's going to look for an alternative to get out to Harper. And it's out of the zone. Lakers reset. Emma brings it back and they're not quite out of the zone. Lakers get whistled for offsides. We'll have a face-off just outside the offensive zone. Nine minutes remaining in the first period here. Lakers control the face-off again. They've done well on the face-offs today. Enter into the zone, back behind the net. Sioux Falls works on the breakout, but Aubrey pressures. Sioux Falls goes back to the far side. Too hot to handle. Grayson's the first one on it. Brings it back to the center. Keegan comes up to play it, but is unable to keep it in the zone. Sloan retreats. He's going to take control of it in the Lakers zone and turn it back to neutral ice where Grayson picks it up. Going to get the offensive zone for the Lakers and take a sharp angled shot. Goaltender saves. Yesterday got back to point center. Sioux Falls takes over and sort of skated into their own end where Sloan breaks up the play at the blue line. She controls. Under the net is going to try to move it ahead. Still passes to herself up the near side. Grayson takes control at center ice and sends it into the zone. Before she loses an edge. Alyssa meets the action at the blue line. Alyssa's going to turn it back around. The hand goes up for icing, and we'll have a defensive zone face-off for the Lakers. 7 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the first period. We got a sparrow flying around. You don't see that every day. All right. Hooker comes away with the face-off and ends up clearing it out of his own. Icing gets waved off as it did deflect off a Sioux Falls player on its way out of his zone. So Sioux Falls is going to work on breaking out. This needs to puck at the point, steers it back in. Lakers have to clear though, and Sioux Falls picks up possession center ice. You see the neutral zone. Runs on it now. And Sioux Falls is going to have to clear. Lakers apply pressure in the neutral zone. He's going to hit the blue line with some speed. He's going to have a penalty here. I didn't see a whole lot. Emma's going to go to the box for slashing for the couple trips that we've seen. I'm kind of surprised that one got called, but that's what it is. I think they're going to go on the penalty kill here. Grayson's taking the face off. Piper to the left. Keegan behind. Looks like Sloan's out there as well. For the penalty kill unit for the Lakers. Sioux Falls controls the face off, but the pass back to the point leaked out of the zone. So Sioux Falls is going to have to go back and reset and bring it up the near side. And Grayson meets it, takes it over, and moves it back to center ice. Looks like they were offsides there, but Sloan controls is going to send it the length of the ice anyway. Icing waved off. The Lakers are throwing off the penalty. Back to neutral ice. Now the face back to Sloan. Sloan's going to send it back to the blue line again. Sioux Falls is going to take control. Grayson pressuring. Now he's going to send it in. Delayed offsides. Grayson's going to head to the bench, and the Lakers are 40 seconds away from throwing off this penalty. Sioux Falls brings it back out of their offensive zone, 2 neutral ice. Skating in on the near side as Steven picks it up, plays it off the boards to Nyla. Nyla gets it back out to neutral ice. Steven gets it out of the zone now. I'm going to bring it back in. Steven's going to send it out. Picked up by Molly. Molly's going to skate past the red line. She's met by a couple of flyers. They're going to turn the action back this way. We'll take the blue line. Centering pass. And let's see if that was Alyssa or Nyla that got a stick on that one, but did a good job limiting that shot attempt there. That was an easy save for Elena. Good defensive play by the Lakers on that one. 2 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. 5:36 remaining in the first period. Piper to take the face off. He's flanked by Harper and Alyssa with Molly out there as well. Harper controls. Brings it back behind her. And she's going to send it the length of the ice. And we'll go for an icing. The Lakers back to full strength. They'll have to take a defensive zone face off here after the icing. Both teams here are still feeling it out. I'm going to take the draw here. She wins the draw over to Alyssa. Alyssa's going to try to work it up the near side. The Flyers have numbers on that side. They send it back below the net where Harper picks it up. Play herself. Flyers control at point blow. Picks up. And that one is covered by Elena. Looks like Grayson's going to take this face off here. She's got Molly and Audrey, Nyla and Audrey out with her. Harper and Melissa, the defensive alignment. Controlling the face off. The Lakers do work it out of the zone. Sioux Falls controls. They send it back and try to regroup on their offensive. Audrey meets it outside the blue line and turns it back the other way. So we're going to get a fortuitous call there. Grayson looked like she may have tripped over her own skate there, but that's going to send the Flyers to the box, and Watertown's going to take over on the power play. I think the Lakers caught a break there, but considering the first penalty, it's probably a little bit of a makeup call kind of coming back here, and the Lakers will take over on power play with 4 minutes 44 seconds remaining in the first. Sloan set to take the face off. Flyers win it back, and they're going to send it the length of the ice. Lane's going to let it go past. Harper's back to it. And then Flyer pressure. Hopefully they're going to move it out now. They're trying to establish thing on the offensive zone. Stevens going to skate past the blue line, pass it cross ice to Nyla. He's going to throw it back to Harper, and the Lakers are going to set up in the offensive zone on the power play. Back to Emma at center. Over to Keegan. Keegan's going to load and fire. That one did get through and was gloved by the goalie. Lakers control the face-off again. Over to Keegan. Back out to Emma at point. She's going to move it over to Harper. Harper's going to fire one from the near side this time. Almost gloved by the goalie, but I'm unable to control it. Emma's going to move it over to Keegan. Hope checked away on the far side. Keegan puts it back up, puts it to Emma. Emma to Harper. Harper controls it. Sends one low. It bounces out. Emma had a chance at the rebound there, but does not go in. They're hacking away at it, and we finally get a whistle over there. We're probably 2 or 3 attempts at getting it in there. That one at this far side. And it's getting my elbow down to stabilize it. It'll be a near side face off behind the net at the Mullen Ice Complex. Lakers control the face off back to Emma. She's going to skate towards center ice, load up and fire one that does get through 2 defenders and on goal. The Lakers are getting good looks on this power play. We've got 18 seconds left in the power play, 3:32 remaining in the first period. Apparently they've stopped counting shots on goal. The Lakers have been at 4 for the last 10 minutes. All right, Sloan ends it over. Emma's going to move it across the center ice. All right, Harper controls that one. More attempt here to try to get a goal in on the power play as it's set to expire in 2 seconds to 1. And the teams are back to even strength. Seaside struggling with it along the wall there. Tries to pick it out. Watertown still has it in his own. Now Sioux Falls is going to look to break out. Nyla's in pursuit. Watertown's defenders are back. Keegan and Anna. Puck is tied up. The trailing forwards. And we're going to get a change from Watertown here. Sioux Falls is going to bring it back in on the near side. Emma meets the puck there. Played below the net. Picked up by Sloan. Going to back around where Grayson's going to pick it up and look to bring it ahead. Out to neutral ice where Emma has a puck that broke off. Great attempt there. Looks like she tried to go 5-hole. It closed up on her, but we're talking. And we're clapping. We got a goal. Well, they're bringing it out to center ice. It looks like we've got a goal. No signal from the officials yet, but looks like they're going over to the box here to report it, and it is up on the board. Lakers take a 1-0 lead with 2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the first. Wilson set to take the face-off. She wins it over past Audrey, but Harper controls on the far side. Gets it to the red line and tries to dump it low, but it's turned around, fires back to neutral ice. Alyssa meets it there, and Wilson comes out of the scrum at the puck, back to neutral ice. Audrey's on it for the Lakers. She's going to move it ahead. And Graceland's going to try to enter the zone, but it's still kept away from her. Lakers do take the zone on sides. Audrey continues to pressure down in the corner. Sioux Falls working it around behind the net, and Kira met up with it. Audrey's there to meet the puck, throws it on the side of the net. Kira's back to play it now. Sioux Falls comes away with it underneath their own net and looks to break out, but that's stopped by Harper on the far boards. And then held in again by Graceland. Sent back in, deflected off a player, and bounced over to the near side boards. Kira and Audrey on it for the Lakers. Kira sends a centering pass, but nobody home except the Flyer, who's going to turn around and skate it through neutral ice. Harper picks her up. She's got a whistle for help, and Graceland back checking. Makes the play. And this with a good tie up in front of the net, negates that centering pass, and Kira's going to pass it out to neutral ice, where Sioux Falls takes over. Watertown going for a change. We've got 5 guys out on the ice now. I'm missing. Takes it back below the net. And once more, Harper's going to pick it up this time and try to send it up the near side boards. And O'Malley has to go past her. Catching up the point. Lakers control, and now he's going to get it out of the zone. Sioux Falls turns it back around now. Going to bring it in, but they are offside. Kind of a little off on that one. 32.3 seconds remaining in the period. 1-0 Laker lead. And face off outside the zone on the far side. Sioux Falls controls this face off. They play it back. Not really any sense of urgency on their part, considering the amount of time left in the period. Stays in the zone, but Steven looks like she's going to be the first one to get to it. She takes it back under the net, tries to reverse, but turns it over there. It's a little dangerous. Nyla should be the first one on it there. Gets it over to Nyla. 5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of the first period. Score 1-0 Lakers. On the goal from Emma Schleisner. Looks like there's rambling over here as well, so I don't know how the timing is going to work out with that, but I'll keep it good. Certainly, we're not going to get a clean sheet of ice for the second period. Looks like the girls had 1 or 2 minutes off before the refs are going to get them back to center ice to start the game again. Kind of odd at a 19U tournament, but it's like a 15-minute periods. They're going to at least skate 2 periods before they get out and resurface the ice. We're going to change ends and do it again. Graceland's set to take the face off. He's got Nyla and Kira out with her. Looks like Keegan and Sloan are going to start out at defense for the second period. With Elena still in net. And the puck is down. Looks like Sioux Falls controls it back. Kira's first to it though. Pushes it into the Laker offensive zone. Flyers take control and break out. Keegan grabs it on the far side. He sends a cross-ice pass to no one, intercepted by a Flyer and neutral ice. He's going to skate it into the zone, turn around, and Kira's going to break it away there. Battle for the puck ensues. Sioux Falls going to send it below the ice. Keegan puts it up there and looks ahead to pass it out. Looks a couple defenders miss, and she's going to skate it herself. She takes the blue out in the offensive zone. No Brooklyn takes a shot drugged by the goaltender. Now the Cubs going to change all 5 skaters. And this offensive zone face off. Emma's going to take it. Got Piper on her left, Brina on her right, and Alyssa and Harper lined up at defense. Sioux Falls wins this one back. They play it underneath their own net to the far side. It's picked up halfway through the zone. From the centering pass long. Looks like this one, icing is waved off as Harper grabs that one. Looks to bring it up. Looks like we're going to get another call here as Harper was taken out on that one after he attempted to play the puck up the far side boards. So it looks like the Lakers are going to go back on the power play. Not sure if that one is called tripping or interference. I didn't see the ref motion, but the Lakers are going to be on the power play regardless. We're going to start it out with Sloan taking the face off with Nyla and Harper, Keegan and Emma lined up at defense. Lakers win the face off. Up to Emma. Emma plays ahead to Harper. Harper's going to bring it to the center, pass it over to Keegan. Keegan's going to lift right up and fire one that doesn't get through on the net, but it's cleared over to the corner. Stran's going to jump on it, pass it back to the point. Keegan's going to go to Emma, who passes it up right across to Harper. Harper back to Emma. Emma in the center is going to... almost tripped in by Nyla in front there. Strain controls. Lakers are going to keep the offensive zone. Emma with a pass over to Harper. The one-timer was controlled and frozen by the goalie. It's an offensive zone face-off. 57 seconds remaining in the power play. 13:29 left in the second period. All right, Lakers control. Emma's going to go to the center, try to figure out what to do next. She passes back over to Harper. Harper fires another one on net. Gloved by the netminder for the Flyers. We'll reset and do it again. Lakers control again. Emma comes up to get to it. She goes over to Keegan. Keegan settles it down and sends it in front and is deflected off of his leg on its way. And Harper really tried to play him out one. Sioux Falls gets it out to center ice. Emma's going to turn it back around though and pass it across ice ahead to Nyla. Nyla's trying to keep it in the zone, but it does leak out. Keegan's going to take it back. He takes it just inside the Lakers' defensive zone, passes it over to Harper. He's going to bring it back through center ice. And he will make the blue line. And send on nasty deflection there that almost caught the goaltender off guard. Raised up a shot and was testing the goaltender's prowess from that far side dot. Seven seconds remaining in the power play here. Let's see if the Lakers get another shot off. Sloan to take the face off. He wins it over to Harper. Harper gets it to Emma, takes it through the center of the offensive zone. Keegan loads up. Fires one right into the Flyer defender. Harper puts one on net, but is deflected across. Keegan comes up towards the zone. Gets to Sloan, and Emma comes away with it back below the net again. Met by a Flyer there. From center up against the wall. Flyers come away with it. Sloan controls though. In the offensive zone, gets it over to Nyla. Nyla's going to look to skate towards the net and then takes it under. Puts it around to the far side where Sioux Falls is going to take over, met by Alyssa. And Steven's going to skate back and pick it up in the Lakers defensive zone. Tested by a few Flyers, plays it into the skate around and gets it back out where Kira picks it up. Gets past Flyers and Emma takes over. She's going to turn and try to find someone coming towards the net. Passes it out to Alyssa at point. He rolls up and fires one wide. Grossman meets it underneath the net. The Flyers control back to the center zone and 2 neutral ice. It's going to be an icing if it makes it, but Alyssa picks it up. in the defensive zone, and we're trying to make a breakout. Here I head to Graceland through center ice, takes the offensive zone on the near side. There was a sharp angle shot off the goalie. Audrey was tied up there, would have had a great shot on the rebound, but her stick was being tied up by the defender. Harper battles on the far side. Audrey after her, gets off neutral ice, and now Alyssa will pick it up and send it over to the other side where Sheila picks it up. And looks to turn. He sends it back to Harper. Harper to Alyssa. Alyssa back to Harper. Skates it through neutral ice. She's going to take the zone on the near side here. There's one defender to beat. Throws it backhand and it gets not controlled by the goalie. And Grayson crashing. Almost had a chance at that, but it was covered by the goaltender. I apologize for the camera work. I'm trying to watch the game above the camera and keep it on there, but it's a little difficult. You may have to try to find a tripod and enlist the help of a camera person in the stream the games tomorrow. Two calls controls the face-off here and gets it out of the zone. Sloan is chasing it down back on this end. Emma picks it up, skates it behind under the net. She reverses course. And Sloan tried to tip it ahead, almost intercepted. Sorry, that's not Sloan, that's Piper. Piper working it up through neutral ice. She gets it load into the boards. Icing waves off, even plays in the defensive zone, back towards the boards. Tries to tip it out, but she falls and fails. That one goes out of play to set up the face-off. 10 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the second period. 1-0 Laker lead. Face-off is going to come inside the zone. That there. Looks like Keegan's got it. She's looking for someone to pass. She goes off the boards to Audrey. Off the boards again to herself this time. They're trying to get it out. Nice stick with Audrey there at the point. So prevent the Flyers from controlling it on the offensive. They're battling along the boards now. It's going to pop out to the center. Flyers going to get up on that side attempt. They do still control it in the offensive zone, though. Looks to turn it out. That one's covered by Elena. I mentioned at the start that the Lakers are skating short today. We'll see how that affects the game as it keeps going. 12 skaters, they just changed all 5 here now, but we'll see as the game goes on if the legs look a little heavy. It'd be nice for a lot of these girls who are playing shorter periods, but without as much rest in between, see how that affects them. Touch in neutral ice. Piper gets knocked off of it there. Molly comes up to assist there. Momentarily back in the Lakers zone, but the Flyers control enough to bring it through neutral ice. They will make the zone, but it's going to be controlled by Alyssa back there. She's going to play it ahead where Piper's going to give chase. She falls controls. And they look to turn it. Scoring attempt is set right into Piper's chest, and she did get a shot off that goal. Saved by the goaltender, but that's going to allow the Lakers to set up in the offensive zone. Emma passes it back to Harper at point. He decides to tuck down and takes a shot. Looks like that went off the mask of Molly out in front. Went back down. Emma to Harper again. Harper skates in and sends another wrist shot on the glove side of the goalie and spills and to set up an offensive zone face-off. Keegan sends it towards the net and hits the stick and bounces back to the end wall there. Nyla controls there. She passes it here in the corner, here back to Nyla towards center. Gerson got a nice shot off there, but The goalie has it right up the goalie, and Seafall's going to try to bring it out. Keegan controls. He's going to play it back up ice. Grayson's going to control it. Looking through center ice here. Now he's going to turn and send it to Kira on the near side here. She's going to skate in against two Sioux Falls defenders. Make a great move around the end to get a clean shot off, but and is saved by the goalie. Kept in the zone there. Lakers will get another chance to set it up in the offensive end here. Grayson Keegan plays it hard to Kira. Kira's got places it into the corner. Where she's going to center it to Nyla. Nyla's tied up there though. We get a chance to try to back that one back, and Sioux Falls has got an odd skater rush now. Looks like Keegan's going to pick up a penalty, trying to slow the advance there. Lakers are going to need to touch it up as fast as they can here. With 7 minutes remaining in the second period, the Lakers are going to go back on the penalty kill as Keegan picked up the penalty there for tripping from behind. So, considering the circumstances and the 3-on-1 breakout Sioux Falls had, maybe not the worst penalty to take to slow the advancer, but the Lakers are going to go on the penalty kill here and see if they can kill one off and keep this 1-0 lead. Wilson's up to take the face off. Sioux Falls wins it back to the point, sends one up, but right to Harper, and Harper's going to send it to the length of the ice. Where icing will be waved off on the penalty kill. Sioux Falls picks it up. We'll skate it up the far side. This is going to meet it, send it cross ice to Harper, who's going to send it ahead to Piper, who's met by a flyer. Harper's going to control it back, sends it cross ice to Grayson. Grayson's actually going to take the offensive zone on that one. Sending it up the near side, pass unable to handle there, but took a lucky bounce for Sioux Falls, and they do get it in the offensive zone. And before they have a chance to get anything set up there, it looks like Andy's going to take and send this one back out through neutral ice towards their defensive end. It's a great play to keep it down there. And another great stick to keep it in the zone. It's Grayson and 5 flyers in their defensive zone. She goes off for a runner and change, and Lakers are going to skate it out. We've got 20 seconds remaining on the power play here. Great job by the girls killing this penalty off. They tried to get it out of the zone. Emily's going to hold it in for the Lakers. Sioux Falls is going to try the far side, where Mallory's going to meet play up the front there, and the Lakers are back to even strength with Keegan coming out of the box. Sioux Falls takes the zone now, sends a centering pass. It's still too hot to handle. Now he's going to meet it on the far side corner. That one off the skate, but Harper controls to Emma. Emma back to Harper, plays it off the boards and takes the zone with some speed, plays around the defender, plays around the second defender. Couldn't get much on that backhand. No tap saved by the goalie and covered up for a face-off. I apologize for the camera work. Sioux Falls controls the face-off back in their defensive end, but now plays through 2 defenders to keep it down below the ice. Audrey's going to play it out to the point where Piper or Sloan's going to take it. She squares up to send one across ice. Keegan's going to get on this one now, and Nyla almost deflected it in front. Grayson's still the first one on it, though. She plays it, and that one's going to get whistled for a hand pass. It looks like Grayson taps it with her stick before she passed it ahead to Nyla. So the ref's closer than me, though. He's got a better look. It must have been the right call. All right, so the face-off is going to come outside the Lakers zone. Flyers still changing up their lineup here. Grayson takes it, and the Lakers are going to take the zone, but Sioux Falls controls it. Clearing kept going off Nyla's skate and slowed it down. So the Lakers are going to hold the offensive zone. Lakers trying to clear up the near side boards. Sloan's there to hold it in. Now the first one to it below the goal. She's going to send it over to Sloan. Met by two Flyer defenders. She's going to skate away with it and send it back to Keegan at point. Keegan's going to load up and fire. That one never got through though, but Nyla on it. Audrey with a great tough awareness there. Played it off of Nyla's attempt and got the shot on goal. Sloan keeps it in, sends a shot, but just sails wide of the net. First one back on it there. Keegan goes to the zone. She's going to load up and send one towards the net. I don't know if Nyla got a stick on that, but it was a pad save by the goalie. She falls taking it up the far side here. They do get it out of their zone. Slowing the first one on it though. That one caught up by the ref in neutral ice. But Thurston comes out with it. She's rush. Nyla throws it back below the goal. Lakers looking to set up in the offensive zone here again. Looks like Sioux Falls having a little bit of trouble getting it out. They control under the net, but Piper's going to send this one back to, or Piper's going to send it back to Harper at point. Harper sends one that is attempted to glove by the goalie, but stays live. Piper now below the goal. Nyla picks it up there. Tries to send it out to the point, but Sioux Falls is the first one on it. They're shooting two neutral ice, which is picked up by Emma and just dumps it in. Where this is going to pick it up. Straight over to the near side where Harper is waiting. To advance, and got slowed up. On the back checking roll, was able to control it. Throws it up the boards where Molly's going to take it. Tries to get it out to center. After Emma, now she's going to send it to center ice, and Emma's going to come away with it after a stick out of there. She skates through neutral ice with four Flyers around her. She's going to send a shot off the skate of a defender that harmlessly goes on to the defender. Sloan's going to send one now that does get covered up by the goalie. 2 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the second period. Lakers really have controlled the pace of play this period. Shots on goal total right now, it appears, is 21-5 in favor of the Lakers. So really kind of having their way with this Sioux Falls team today. First one to take the face off. Tied up at center. Sierra comes in to help. He takes it away, sends it off the side of the net. First one on it. Centers it to Audrey. Audrey off her skate. Couldn't get it skate to stick, but Gerson throws a backhand shot. The goalie just can't control it. Gerson's going to send it back to point where Alyssa's going to play it down low. Sierra will be the first one on it there. Centering attempt goes off a skate. Returns. And Sioux Falls now trying to clear it out, but unable to do so. Gerson does play it back to Molly and Alyssa in neutral ice. So I think they're going to have to clear. Harper has the puck now. And she's going to play it for the Lakers and looks to take it up ice herself. She hits the blue line with Audrey. And Grayson on it on the near side. Sloan comes in to help. Sioux Falls takes it below their own goal, tries to send it out. Clear by stick on it, but didn't slow it up enough. And that centering pass is going to be turned over by Sloan. In neutral ice. Keegan's shooting back now. She's going to need some help if they control this one. They're not going to. They look like they needed a change, so they just sent a shot wide of the net and went to the bench. It still is in the Lakers defensive zone. Looks like they're working on breaking out there now. Molly's going to take it on the far side, just past the blue line, and she's through neutral ice, but Sioux Falls controls on the Laker offensive zone. Goes back below their net. Looks to bring it up the near side where Audrey takes a pass at it, and Sloan's able to hold it in twice. She's still working up the wall. Now she's going to go back to point where Emma's going to grab it and try to send it towards the net, but it's deflected. Piper faces into the far corner. Still tied up. We've got 24 seconds remaining in the period. Emma takes over. Comes under the net on her backhand. Tries to send it towards. We've got a couple Lakers trying to get control of it. Emma's hit. Comes around and a really good scoring opportunity there, which is smothered by Sioux Falls' goaltender. 14.8 seconds remaining in the second. 1-0 Watertown lead. Emma is set to take the face off. She's got Piper and Molly with her. Cleveland and Sloan back at point for the Lakers. Seahawks going to control this one. Sloan makes a great play on the puck, though. They turn it over in the end zone. Oh, that one almost got through. Almost got through the 5-hole and in, but the goaltender got just enough of it so that it was speared across the net, and that's going to be the buzzer for the second period. And we'll see if they go to the locker room now for a clear, or if they're going to get the same 2 minutes that we got last time. We got 15 minutes on the clock. We're going to set the timer for 1 minute. Elaine is going to skate over to back to the original side. Seeing the comments here, it looks like Karen is censoring herself. Maybe a little action over here on the Olympic rink with the open skate going in between periods. Goes up on the ice monitor out there. Making sure everybody stays safe. All right, 15 minutes back on the clock. The Lakers are going to come out for the third period with a 1-0 lead. Harper set to take the draw. She wins it back there. Piper controls it back to Emma. Emma's going to retreat. Try to set up the advance. We go cross ice to Molly. Pass a little off target. Stays in neutral, so the Flyers control it. They have to turn it the other way. Piper, a good job breaking that skater off the puck and losing control with it. That's the offensive zone. It looks like 2000 is going to have a chance to set up. That one does bounce wide. Probably the best scoring opportunity we've seen all day for Sioux Falls on that one, but good job by Alyssa there to tie up the puck in the center. And does leak out of the zone, and Sioux Falls forced to clear and bring it back in. Nice quick save by Elena there, and the shot goes off the side of the net. They're coming out with a 1-0 game. They're really trying to make something happen early in the third period here. Looks like we've got a penalty for a high stick. A penalty for a high stick, or is that just playing the puck with the high stick? Well, we're going to send somebody to the box. Looks like Flyers are going to go to the box for a high stick. Lakers are going to go on the power play. Timing couldn't have been better. It looked like the Lakers were playing a little bit on their heels to start this third period, but they're going to go on the power play with 14 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the third period. Sloan set to take this one. He's got Nyla and Cuban lined up on either side of her, and Harper and Emma behind her at point. Sloan's going to control the face-off back to Emma. Emma's patient with it, going to skate in and send one to move off and in. We got a goal. It looks like that one was Sloan off of Emma's shot, unless not. It looks like that one. So Emma shot, Sloan shot, and Nyla has finally put it in. Looks like on that one there. But Regardless of who scored it, it's a 2-0 Laker lead. They capitalized on the power play just 8 seconds in, and they lead this game now 2-0 with 13:58 remaining in the third period. The refs wasting no time here. The goal isn't up yet. The penalty is still on the board, but we're playing hockey again. Grayson takes one in and tries to knife a backhand on the near side of the goal. He is clearing the front, is held in by Sloan. He sends it back just wide of the net. That was going to be the first on it in the corner there. She's going to keep it below the net and look to set it up there. Passes across to Kira, who's going to look to center it, but that one's taken by Sioux Falls. Grayson with a good job piling up there. Keegan's going to take it at center ice and straight back in. She makes the blue line and dumps it below the net. Sioux Falls is going to control and work on the breakout. Kira pressures right behind the net, and some great stick work by Grayson underneath there. She comes away with it, sends it over on net there, and it is going to be covered up by the goalie, but looks like Milo was on it right in front of the net, trying to handle another rebound home. Lakers control the face-off. This one's back to Emma. Her shot goes off the back of the Flyers player. They're going to throw it out to neutral ice. Put back into the zone by Emma, but by Harper, but unable to control it. Harper picks it up. She gets it onto the stick of Emma, who does get it into the zone. Lakers looking to set up again here. Harper tied up below the net, sends it back to Emma. Emma's going to play it back to Alyssa at point, who holds it in with her skate, sends it back in past Emma. Piper's going to be first one there, though. He sends it back to Emma. Emma off the boards to herself, working the corner, trying to find a centering lane. Finally sends one centering, but back to Harper at the point, who takes a shot that's attempted to be gloved by the goaltender, dropped and sent to the corner. Lakers still control the offensive zone. Working on a change. Aubrey comes off with fresh legs, but Sioux Falls does finally get it out of the zone. Harper looks to turn it around. She sends it back to neutral ice. Her cross-ice pass went off Molly's skate, but Emma controlled it into the zone. Looks like we've got a penalty coming up, and the arms are up. This one's going to be on the Lakers. Looks like they got Emma for hooking. She was as surprised as I am on that one, although I didn't have a very good view of it. That far side there, it looks like they were just battling along the boards. But Lakers go back to the penalty kill. And looks like we're going to have Graceland, Sloan, Piper, and Keegan out there. Alana stands tall and net. Oh, we got a whistle. The refs are in a hurry. They're not waiting for anybody, even themselves at times. All right. Graceland, unable to win the faceoff. She falls, carries it back. That one does get through. Just got through the side hole there. Looks like we had it sealed up, but sort of I don't know if you want to call it a lucky goal, but a lucky bounce on that one for the Flyers, and it was a one-score game. They took advantage of the power play themselves, and we got a 2-1 game with just under 12 minutes remaining in the third period. The refs are ready to start again. The other one is still calling out the goal, and they're ready to drop the puck again. I don't know. We started the game early. I don't know if these guys have got somewhere to be or what, but we're hurrying the game along here. Lakers control the face-off. Harper over to Alyssa. Adrina plays it ahead. Emma tries to take the zone, but it's stopped. Alyssa catches it under. Adrina plays it ahead, trying to get it out of the zone. It's going to be sent towards Alyssa. Elena, excuse me. She plays it off the body and then gloves it. Wilson able to take the face off. Got Nyla and Alyssa out there with Audrey and Harper. Sioux Falls wins it back, but Nyla does a good job to pressure. And Audrey is going to control that along the far side. She's going to dump it in on the Lakers side of the red line to avoid the icing. Nyla's going to try to hold it underneath there, but looks like Sioux Falls is going to control and start the breakout. This is going to take it to neutral ice, send it across ice to Harper. Harper's going to turn it back around, sends it up to Audrey. Audrey takes the blue line. And she's met by a defender, played back out to the point, and Harper's going to throw it on net. Nyla with the rebound, gets the second shot off, but we do have a whistle. Face-off's going to come on the near side dot in the Lakers zone. Grayson's going to take it. She's flanked by Nyla and Audrey. Keegan and Sloan at the point. Face-off is won over to Nyla and back to Keegan. Keegan's shot is blocked though, and Sioux Falls tries to break out. Looks like they're having a little battle for the puck at the blue line. The Lakers come away to send it back to neutral ice, but that's where Audrey and Grayson are held up. Flyers bring it back in and do dump it into the zone. Keegan's going to be the first one on it there. She's going to turn it back under the net. Pass over to Sloan. Sloan tries to pass ahead, but that one comes off her skate. Does eventually get to Audrey. He's going to play it off the boards. And Grayson's going to play it off the boards. Icing is waved off here. Going to have to play it. Sioux Falls sends it back up the boards around the end. Keegan's going to be there to hold it. With Emma backing her up, Emma's going to skate it in towards center. Loses control, and Sioux Falls is going to start the attack. Keegan's on it there. And playing it up the near side. She dumps it in low on the near side boards and goes off for a change. Sioux Falls controls under the net, but it looks like Nyla was there to meet the puck and sends it back to Sloan at point. Sloan over to Harper. Harper's got it on her stick now, but unable to control it. Sioux Falls sends it ahead. Piper is skating after it. It'll be icing if it gets icing is waved off as Piper beat it to the line. Harper plays it ahead. It is out of the zone now. Harper picks it back up. And she's going to play to her forehand, gets a shot off, and stands on a rebound attempt. Coming back the other way now, Sioux Falls with an errant pass into the neutral zone. It's picked up by Piper, and Sioux Falls comes in offsides. Looks like Piper's set to take the face off now, or we're going to get a change. Change it up. Emma's going to take the face off with flanked by Molly and Piper. Keegan and Sloan back on defense. That's right over to the far side boards where Emma's eventually going to get to it and play it back to Sloan. Sloan ahead to Piper. Piper gets the blue line. Takes it down low, but moves the pass forward, and Sloan's actually going to be the first one there. And she sends one on net past the goalie. Little insurance for the Lakers there. It was definitely needed there. Nice shot by Sloan. Throwing one towards the net there. Throw things on the net and good things happen. So she will lead the Sully line. And the Lakers now lead 3-1 with just under 9 minutes remaining in the third period. Lakers changing personnel. The refs are ready to drop it again. Grayson wins it back to Harper. Harper over to Alyssa. Alyssa sends it ahead to Kira, who does not touch it up. This one's going to go up for icing, and they'll come back into the Laker defensive zone. I believe this is the only game that the Lakers are playing at the Moylan Iceplex this weekend. I believe we're at Rolston tomorrow. I think there are 4 different venues for this tournament, so a little confusing. Play continues in the Lakers defensive zone. Sioux Falls does control. They haven't really had anything set up, but they did get a couple of shot attempts there. Audrey's throwing it up the far side now. She gets it out of the zone and attempts to keep it going, and she's pinned up against the boards by a Flyer. Grayson picks it up there. The Sioux Falls comes out of it with control. They get to the blue line. Harper steals that one to where Elena is able to glove it and set up another face-off. 8 minutes, 16 seconds remaining. I need to invest in a pair of gloves if I'm going to do this tomorrow. If I'm not even trying to try powder. Hands are starting to get a little cold. Emma set to take the face-off. She wins it back. Harper is going to retreat, send it up the board where it was got past Piper, shot onto Elena to the side. Alyssa takes it back under her net. She's going to work it up the far side. She skates it out of the zone. She hits the blue line with speed. Not a whole lot of challenges there. And that one, the rebound, looks like Emma was on the rebound attempt initially. Alyssa did get a shot off, popped out. It looked like Emma had a chance at it, but it is frozen by the goaltender. 7 minutes, 52 seconds remaining. Arnold takes the face off 2 wins and advances towards the net, but is broken up. Puck goes back to Sloan. Sloan over to Keegan. Keegan loads up and fires one under the defender. It's a quick shot off. That one played by Emma. Back to Sloan. Sloan to Keegan. Keegan gets around the defender, sends it down to the corner. And now he's going to jump on it there. He tries to pass back to Emma. Emma overskated it there. She thought going to play this one up off the boards. And Keegan's going to come up to make a pinch, keep it in the blue line. But the Lakers need to clear. Couldn't clear the offsides. Right onto the laid offsides. And Lakers will take a face off just outside their offensive zone. First one to take the face off. Sioux Falls wins this one back in the Laker offensive zone. They're going to skate back further, try to play it under the net. Nyla's going to tie it up in the corner there, throws it back under the net. Lakers in the offensive zone, but unable to get it set up yet. Steele's going to meet that one in the corner, send it back the other way where Grayson's going to be the first one to it. Sioux Falls sends it back the other way to the corner where Pila meets up with it. Unable to control it clearly though. Keegan does lead it at the point there, and she's going to skate it in. She turns, fires, and that one's frozen by the goalie. Yep, the Lakers did a good job holding it in the zone there. Really kind of a draft by the Flyers to play it back after they won the face-off, and Lakers took advantage, and now they were rewarded with an offensive zone face-off. Sioux Falls wins this back. Still working to get it out of the zone, though. That one is played through the front of the net. Goalie tries to take it out, but Alyssa's there, and she sends one on. It does get covered up, and we'll do another face-off. Emma controls the face-off, and she's going to try to do it herself. Looks like we got a penalty. This came after it was touched up by the Flyers, and it looks like Emma must have been hooked if she won that face-off and tried to go straight forward to the net. So 6 went right to the box. I think she knew what was coming. Probably tried to save a scoring attempt, and the Flyers were there on the penalty kill. Lakers back on the power play. They start off the power play with Sloan, Harper, Emma, Nyla, and Keegan. Sloan set to take the face off. He wins it back. Emma overskated it though, and we're going to have a breakout, an odd man breakout by Sioux Falls all alone. Oh, great save by Elena. But Sioux Falls controls. They're going to look to set it up short-handed here. Skates in, sends another one off Elena. That's enough action to see in this period. They send a centering pass through the zone. Harper picks it up, and the Lakers are going to get back on power play. She passes across to Keegan, sends it ahead to Emma. Then it gets the red line, gets the blue line, and the Lakers look to set up their attack. Centering pass to Harper. Harper with a shot that sailed above the net, but Sloan is on it. Sloan back to Keegan. Keegan's going to load up and misfires there. That one just came off his stick. Wrong. Nyla back to Keegan. Keegan's going to skate it down under. She's looking for a pass, looking for somebody open. She's going to send it up to Harper. Harper's going to load, fire. Keegan takes it on the rebound and shoots it back in. Keegan to Harper to Keegan. And the Lakers are up 4-1. They get another power play goal with 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. They're just going to take the face-off. She wins it back to Keegan. Keegan advances it up the near side. Kira gives chase, but the Flyers control in their own defensive zone. They get the breakout cross-ice pass through neutral ice, and they hit the blue line now. She turns, sends a shot wide. Puck is tied up underneath the net. Sloan's going to come away with it, try to reverse ice. That one back the back of the net. Grayson's looking to clear it out there, but Sioux Falls control, sends it off the side of the net and turns around. And Sloan now with control of it. I think that one did get on to Elena, but Todd Sawyer, she's down on that one. Sloan sticks tied up, but Grayson's the first one there to take it. She's going to skate it herself up the far side. Plays past herself off the boards a couple times. Is going to send one on net that is not frozen. Sioux Falls looking to send it up the near side now. They start their breakout, but Alyssa and Harper backpedaling for the Lakers are going to be the first ones on it. Harper sends it cross ice where Kira is going to play it off the boards, but that one gets through. Played back under by the Flyers. Harper's on it. She's going to skate it herself this time. Gets the blue line, gets the red line, enters the offensive zone. She's still all on her own there. Came on her backhand there. Tried to play a pass off the boards. That one does leak out of the zone, but Alyssa's on it. She sends it off the boards where Adrina brings it in. Emma picks that one up and sends it on, but it's stick saved to the corner by the goalie where Emma's going to tie it up. Piper's on it now. Piper comes right around, sends it off. Great centering pass there by Piper, but was unable to convert there. Lakers working hard to hold the zone though. Piper punked it ahead. Where Piper got it and Emma ends up with it. Piper now drives in and tried to go stick side on the goalie. That one is smothered. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. 4-1 Laker lead. Offensive zone face-off. Grayson's going to take the face-off. He's got Nyla on one side and Adria on the other side. Keegan back at the point. This one goes to Sloan, the other defender. Sloan sends one that gets through and is gloved by the goalie. Busy day for Sioux Falls goalie. That's the 36th official shot, but in all reality, probably more than that that she's faced today. Watertown winning a shot advantage on the scoreboard, 12-36. We've got an equipment issue. Looks like they resolved it. Grayson wins the face-off over where Nyla is on it. Sioux Falls plays it from under their own net. Tied up by Grayson and Nyla. Now dump. I'm not sure what happened in front of the net there, but Adrina lost her stick. Flyers defender was standing with her hands in the air. Flyers are going to get a breakout here. 2-on-1. Nice back check by Grayson to even it up. They still get through. Saved by Elena there. Good back check by Grayson there to challenge the shot. She didn't get a full lot on it. Was unable to get to her forehand and had to throw a backhand shot that Elena was all over on that one. So 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Emma took the face off. tied up. Looks like the Lakers are going to control after the scrum. Piper sends it ahead to Emma, who gets the D line on her forehand. It's an opportunity, but she runs out of real estate. That one's hit by the stop by the goalie. And come over the down there. And, oh no! Right over the stick of the lane on that one. I don't know if he's going to get credit for that goal, but um, 2-4 Laker lead, 2:32 remaining. Harper gets it out of the zone. Sioux Falls is going to try to go back with it, but Harper is exceptional. After they send it across ice, they do bring it into the zone. Alyssa's waiting on that one, though. Nice quick check by her. She takes it away and sends it over to the board. Jeremiah's going to move it up. Alyssa on it now. Gets it out of the zone, and she's after the races after it. She's going to be the, I don't know, shooting at an open net. I think we've got a quick goalie for the Flyers. They're going with the extra attacker with less than 2 minutes remaining. And on the puck now, she's going to take it in the neutral ice. Looking to take the offensive zone. Playing it up the near side boards. And Ollie has it. And it's going to be grabbed by Sioux Falls and played out. We're going to get to neutral ice. Sloan coming over to defend. Keegan first one to it behind. And look to advance it out. But tied up by Sioux Falls on the doorstep there, but steer aside. Now he's going to be the first one there. He's going to try to get it out to neutral ice, but that one's intercepted. Emma comes up with it. She's going to send it the length of the ice, and that one is good. About a 150-foot goal by Emma there, and make it a 5-2 game for the Lakers, and now but ice it with a minute 12 remaining. Goalie's going to come back to a crease for Sioux Falls, and Boyson takes the face off. Nyla controls back to Keegan. Keegan over to Sloan. Sloan ahead to Kira is going to take it and dump it in the far side corner and give chase. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Sioux Falls is going to gain control in the near side corner, but only momentarily as Nyla was in there and Grayson came in to help. Keegan now is going to load up. Send the shot wide. Kira's going to be the first one on it. Try to turn it back towards center. Sioux Falls playing with the behind the net now. Grayson with the pass back out to Keegan at point. She's going to send another one, but it's gloved by the goalie. .6 seconds remaining. I'm going to take the face off. Sioux Falls in control and back below the net, but Watertown pressures. Far side corner now, and they're looking to advance it, but then he's going to turn it back the other way. Piper's going to center it. Wilson actually squeaking towards the net. Had a chance on her stick, but tough out awkwardly. I'll turn it back to Piper. Piper to Harper. Harper up the near side board. It looks like they're going to be content out, and Sioux Falls is going to take the penalty late here. We're supposed to call all the penalties, but with less than 10 seconds remaining, I don't know if there was enough to justify that one. But that'll send the Lakers to the power play for the final 9.6 seconds. Piper take the draw. Sioux Falls comes away with control. They skate it back around their net. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Going to toss it up through neutral ice. And that's going to be the ball game. The Peppers are about to flare there or what? I think just two skaters moving fast at that one there. They're going to line up and shake hands. Lakers are going to come away and start this tournament with a 5-2 victory over Sioux Falls. And it's time to get these girls some food, I think so. I'm going to sign off. Hopefully we have a better plan tomorrow. This one was kind of thrown together at the last minute, but hopefully we've got um, hopefully we've got a tripod and maybe a better plan for tomorrow. We're going to do this again. Oh, we're going to get a goalie hard, but we're not. We're coaching there going from the senior to the underclassmen on how to prevent another play like the goal that got through at the end there. We're going to sign off here from the Moreland Ice Flex in Omaha. Thanks for tuning in.